students! Welcome back to English Lessons with me, Miss Vivi. So, how are you everyone? Bagaimana kabar kalian hari ini? I hope all of you are in good conditions today. Saya harap kalian semua baik-baik saja dan masih semangat untuk belajar bahasa Inggris bersama-sama. So, before we start our lessons today, let's pray together. Kita berdoa menurut keyakinan masing-masing ya. Berdoa, mulai. Okay, I think enough. Thank you. So, are you ready for today's lesson? Jadi, apakah kalian sudah siap? But before we continue our lesson, let's play a simple riddle game. So, I will give you a clue and you have to guess what is the answers based on the clue that I have already given. Jadi, kita akan bermain permainan tebak-tebakan terlebih dahulu sebelum kita masuk ke inti pembelajarannya. Saya akan memberikan kalian clue, nanti kalian jawab apa sih pertanyaannya berdasarkan clue yang sudah saya berikan. Okay? So, the first clue. It is considered as the largest or the biggest Hindu complex in Indonesia. Jadi ini termasuk ke dalam salah satu kompleks candi Hindu terbesar di Indonesia. The second clue. It is located in Yogyakarta, Central Java. Jadi candi ini terletak di Yogyakarta, Jawa Tengah. And the last clue is it is usually known as Roro Jonggrang Temple. Jadi ini biasanya juga dikenal dengan sebutan Candi Roro Jonggrang. So, what is the answer of this riddle game? Jadi siapa yang tahu apa sih jawaban dari pertanyaan yang saya sudah berikan? Yes, good. The answer is Prambanan Temple. So, based on the riddle game, can you guess what kind of text that we will learn today? This text is mainly tell about describing place, thing, noun, or animal. Can you guess what kind of text it is? Yes, good. Today we will learn about descriptive text. In this lesson, we will learn about the definitions of descriptive text, the purpose of descriptive text, the genre structures of descriptive text, as well as the language features of descriptive text. Jadi di sini kita akan belajar tentang apa sih tes deskriptif itu, lalu apa sih tujuan dari penulisan tes deskriptif. Kita juga akan belajar tentang unsur kebahasaan dan juga struktur teks dari tes deskriptif. And by the end of this lesson, I hope all of you are able to identify the definitions, the purpose, the genre structures, and also the language features of descriptive text. Jadi, saya harap pada akhir pembelajaran ini kalian bisa mengidentifikasi pengertian dari descriptive text, tujuan dari descriptive text, struktur teks dari descriptive text, dan juga unsur kebahasaan yang dipakai dalam tes deskriptif. So, what is descriptive text? Jadi apa sih tes deskriptif itu? Descriptive text is a text which say what is a person or thing is alike. It describes a place or thing or person or animal in part, qualities, and also characteristic. Jadi teks deskriptif adalah teks yang mendeskripsikan tentang hewan atau tumbuhan ataupun benda ataupun manusia ataupun tempat dari segi bentuk, jumlah maupun karakteristiknya. And the social function or the purpose of descriptive text, it used to describe a thing, place, and also a person. Jadi tujuan dari teks deskriptif itu adalah digunakan untuk mendeskripsikan tempat, hewan, manusia, ataupun benda secara spesifik. Next is the genre structures of descriptive text. There are two genre structures of descriptive text. The first one is identifications and the second one is description. Jadi tes deskriptif itu terdapat dua struktur. Yang pertama yaitu identifikasi dan yang kedua adalah deskripsi. So what is identifications? Identifications is identifying the phenomenon to be described. Jadi di bagian identifikasi itu kita akan menjelaskan tentang apa yang akan kita deskripsikan secara umum. And next, the second one is descriptions. In descriptions, it is used to describe a thing, place, or person in part, qualities, and also karakteristik. Jadi kalau yang di bagian description ini atau di bagian deskripsi ini kita mendeskripsikan benda ataupun manusia ataupun tempat secara lebih spesifik. Bisa dari segi bentuk, jumlah maupun karakteristiknya.
Now, let's try to identify the generic structures of descriptive text. Here, I have a text for you. This text is about the descriptions of Prambanan Temple. After this, we will try to identify the generic structures of this text together. Okay? Prambanan Temple. Prambanan Temple, or also known as Roro Jonggrang Temple, is the largest Hindu temple complex in Indonesia. It is precisely located in about 70 km northeast of Yogyakarta City, Central Java. It was built in 9th century during the reign of Sanjaya dynasty and dedicated to the three main Hindu gods, or Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Its greatness and magnificence attract many visitors from around the globe every year. Prambanan Temple was built on a 4-square plan. Each plan is separated by 4 walls with 4 large gates on the middle as the entrance. The whole temple complex is divided into 3 major zones: the outer, middle, and inner zone. The outer zone is an open space and the bottommost terrace of the temple. The second area is the middle zone, where hundreds of small temples were standing. The last area is the inner zone. It is the holiest and the highest terrace of temple. There are 3 major temples of Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma that are standing on the inner zone, together with the 3 small temples of their animal physical. Jadi, let's try to identify the generic structures of this text together. Jadi kita akan mencoba untuk mengidentifikasi struktur teks dari teks deskriptif ini, oke? So, which paragraph is belongs to identifications? Paragraf berapa yang termasuk ke dalam identifikasi? Great. So the first paragraph is belong to the identification part. Why? Because it identifying the Prambanan Temple. Jadi kenapa sih paragraf pertama itu termasuk ke dalam bagian identifikasi? Karena pada bagian pertama itu Prambanannya diidentifikasi secara umum. Next, which paragraph belongs to descriptions? Brilliant. So the second paragraph is belong to descriptions because it identifying the phenomenon to be described. Jadi yang di paragraf kedua itu kenapa termasuk ke dalam deskripsi? Karena pada paragraf kedua Prambanan Temple-nya itu sudah diidentifikasi dan deskripsikan secara lebih rinci atau spesifik dari segi karakteristik, jumlah, bagian, dan lain sebagainya.
Now, let's learn about the language features of descriptive text. What are the language features of descriptive text? Jadi apa saja sih unsur kebahasaan dari teks deskriptif itu? The first one, descriptive text use simple present tense. Why descriptive text has to use simple present tense? Because descriptive text tell about facts. Jadi unsur kebahasaan yang pertama yaitu teks deskriptif menggunakan simple present tense karena dia menceritakan tentang suatu fakta. The second language features is pronouns. What is pronouns? Pronouns refer to a noun that has been already mentioned before or a noun that doesn't need to name specifically. For example, it, he, she, your. Jadi, pronouns itu adalah kata benda yang sudah disebutkan sebelumnya dan si pembaca itu sudah mengetahui meskipun si penulis tidak menjelaskan atau menuliskan ulang lagi. Contohnya, pada kalimat sebelumnya penulis sudah menuliskan kata Prambanan dan di kalimat selanjutnya si penulis itu menuliskan it. Nah, di sini si pembaca itu sudah mengerti apa sih yang dimaksud it oleh si penulis itu, yaitu Prambanan. And the third language features is descriptive text use noun. What is noun? Nouns refer to a thing, place, person, or animal. For example, cat, temple, stones. Jadi noun itu merujuk kepada kata benda, manusia, hewan, ataupun tempat. And the next language features is use adjective. What is adjective? Adjective is a word that describe noun. Jadi adjective itu kata yang mendeskripsikan si noun tadi. Misalnya beautiful, tall, slim, small. Jadi contohnya untuk yang adjektif itu cantik, tinggi, kecil, dan lebar. And the next language features is use noun phrase. What is noun phrase? Noun phrase is a noun that goes with modifier. So what is modifier? Modifier di sini adalah si adjektif tadi yang mendeskripsikan tentang si noun. Jadi noun phrase itu adalah noun yang diikuti dengan modifier. Contohnya beautiful temple. Beautiful di sini itu sebagai si adjektif, sedangkan temple di sini itu sebagai kata noun tadi. Jadi beautiful temple itu disebut sebagai noun phrase karena noun diikuti dengan si adjektif atau si modifier tadi. And the next language features is descriptive text use adverb. What is adverb? Adverb refer to a word that modify the meaning of verb, the meaning of adjective, the meaning of other adverb, or the entire sentence. Jadi adverb itu adalah kata yang memodifikasi arti dari kata kerja, kata sifat, other adverb, frasa, ataupun keseluruhan dari kalimat. And the last language features of descriptive text is use attribute has or have. Jadi descriptive text itu menggunakan has ataupun have untuk menyusun kalimatnya.
Now let's try to identify the language features of descriptive text. Here I have the same text about description of Prambanan Temple, and I want you to identify the language features of this text together with me, okay? First, could you please mention the pronouns used in this text? Good. It or the red word are belongs to pronouns. Next, nouns. Could you please mention the nouns used in this text? Brilliant. So the purple word or temple, greatness, magnificence, gate, plain, zone, terrace are belongs to noun. Next, adjective. Could you please mention the adjective from this text? Great. So largest, separated, large, whole, outer, middle, inner, bottommost, small, highest, holiest are belongs to adjective. Jadi kata yang berwarna kuning di sini termasuk ke dalam adjective. Next is noun phrase. Could you please mention the noun phrase used in this text? Great. So the underlined words are belongs to noun phrase. Seperti large gates, inner zone, major zone, outer, middle, and inner zone, bottommost terrace, small temple, holiest terrace, and so on. Next, and the last is, could you please mention adverb from this text? Great, so precisely is belong to adverb.
Okay, we have already learned about descriptive text. We have already learned about the definitions, the unit structures, the purpose, and the language features of descriptive text. Jadi apakah kalian sudah paham? I hope this video can help you learn and understand about descriptive text. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.